How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. First things first, Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you all had a brilliant Happy New Year's Eve. And hope you have an even better New Year's Day. I hope you're not too hungover for those of you drinking. I personally am not. I'm actually recording this on New Year's Eve right now. So, I know, I'm just a bit boring, alright? I'm just a bit boring. So anyway, we're going against Bryant today, or Fergusaur from the Discord server in the OU tier. They've got a pretty cool team. They've got Garchomp, Quaquaval, Azelf, Bellibolt's nice to see. I love Bellibolt. And Lucario and Gengar. So I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking, you know what we could do? They probably lead off with Azelf, so I could lead off with our Slowking, but if we get knocked off, that's going to be a bit unfortunate. So I'm thinking of leading off with Swampert. Now, Swampert gets a pretty nifty move this game. It got it in Sword and Shield as well, called Flip Turn, and that makes it a pretty pretty good Pokemon, really. So let's do that and see how it goes. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Fergusaur. So they're going to lead off with Azelf as we expected. We lead off with the Swampert. So they probably... I love Swampert in this game. It looks really clean. I love the shine to its model. It's really nice. So I am a Sylvester, so I can definitely take any Psychics it wants to throw me. Pretty sure Azelf doesn't get Giga Drain or something daft like that. It might get Energy Ball, actually, thinking about it, but I don't think it will have if they've led with it. I think it's probably going to set up Stealth Rock, so I'm going to go for a Flip Turn right way. So they go for a Psychic. We are going to eat that up, though, because we are a Sylvester, like so. And then we go for a Flip Turn, break that Focus Sash, do nearly half with Flip Turn. Swampert's really powerful. Really powerful mon. It is a fully offensive Swampert, so that's always cool. So they're going to go for a Psychic probably again. I am inclined to go into the Kyurem because with Choice Scarf we can outspeed it and go for a Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is going to hurt everything on the team except Lucario. So I'm inclined to do that. That is exactly what I'm going to do. So there we go. Blizzaga comes in. That's a reference to Final Fantasy if you didn't know. It's like the ice attack that you get, magic ice attack. So let's go for a Draco Meteor anyway. I have got Blizzard because we have Chilly Reception on the Glorian Slowking. So I figured that'd be pretty cool. So they do withdraw the Azelf. They probably go into Lucario, but damage on the Lucario is damage nonetheless. They do go into Bellibolt instead. Interesting. So Bellibolt comes in. We're going to slam that thing with the Draco Meteor. It's only Choice Scarf, so it's going to do half. And after the special attack drop, we're not going to be able to do any more damage to it, really. We definitely don't KO it. And now it's going to pop a berry as well, which is going to heal it. And that's a citrus berry, I believe. Yes, it is a citrus berry. So they got their health back. Now, we've got to be careful here because this thing could hurt us. I don't think we have to worry about it with Swampert. So I'm going to go back into Swampert. Swampert can definitely take anything this wants to throw at us. Muddy Water isn't going to do as much damage because of the charge isn't there for it, and the electric type attacks just don't affect it. They do go for a Chilling Water, which is going to do minimal damage, but it does, of course, lower our attack, and that's not very good. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm expecting them to either switch out or not. I'm going to go for an EQ. I'm just going to go straight for an EQ. So they do withdraw Bellibolt, probably out into the Azelf if I had to guess. Quaquaval comes in, so Quaquaval's a good switch as well. Definitely going to be able to take a -1 attack Earthquake. That's for sure. But with damage on the Quaquaval is still damage. As there we go. Now, they probably go for an Aqua Step, which we can definitely tank. I don't know if I want to tank it. I feel like Corviknight is just too good here. I've got Body Press on this as well, which is unfortunate. We could go into Meganium. Definitely take an attack here. A Aqua Step if they want to go for an Aqua Step. But if they go for close combat, then we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. So I am leaning towards Corviknight. So I'm going to go Corviknight real quick. There we go. And we can scare this thing out. So they might not want to stay in against the Corviknight because they might think we have Brave Bird, which we don't. But they don't know that. And they probably would switch out. So there's the Swords Dance. That's going to take his attack to sky-high levels, but it's fine. I'm going to go for the Body Press just because I feel like they might stay in an attack now, despite the fact we could have Brave Bird. They're actually going to Terastallize. So what type are they going for? Are they going for the electric type Terastallization? Because if they go electric, then that is just really unfortunate for us. They go Terra Water. That's great. That's great. No Terra Electric is fantastic. I'm confident that a +2 Terastallize boosted Aqua Step does not KO my Corviknight. So there we go. There we go for the Aqua Step. They are going to get some Rocky Helmet damage, which is good. And we are definitely taking this. We take it like a champ. Corviknight are the champion. And they're going to get some Rocky Helmet damage as well. We get a nice Body Press off, which is going to do nearly enough to take them out. And then the next attack they go for us will be hurt by Rocky Helmet. So I'm going to go for the Roost just in case they switch out. They don't. They go straight for the Aqua Step. They're like, you know what? We're going to take out like Corviknight. even at the, you know, sacrifice of our own Quaquaval. So at least we know in our heads Quaquaval ain't going to sweep right now because Rocky Helmet is going to take it out. And there it goes. So we go down with it first. And then they're going to crack out their terrestrialized shell and get on out of there. So Quaquaval goes down, which is great. That's like one of the biggest sweepers right there. Is just gone. It's just gone. So now we've got a couple of options. We can go for the Glowing Slowbro. They basically have to switch into anything random, really. So I think I'm going to go into Swampert once again. Swampert is my Pokemon of choice right now. So they go into Azelf. So Azelf is a good option for them because it's fast, hits pretty hard. But Swampert is basically like turn 1 once again. Turn 1 once again. So let's go for that flip turn once again because they are definitely either going to switch out or they go for the U-turn, which does pretty much the same amount of damage as their Stab Psychic did, which is crazy. Assault Vest goes hard. And they probably go into, I don't know what they're going to, probably Bellibolt, expecting the flip turn because then they can go for, again, they can get the charge. So Garchomp comes in. That's going to give us some, hopefully not a Rocky Helmet, but it's going to give us some rough skin damage and potentially Rocky Helmet damage. But how was I meant to know that they were going to switch into Garchomp here? They do have Rocky Helmet as well, which is unfortunate. So Swampert, we might find a use for you later against the Bellibolt potentially, but for now, you're just doing chip damage to the Garchomp so that we can bring in Kyurem if we want to go Kyurem, or we can go Meganium. Oh, Meganium's a good shout. Meganium's gonna. I'm gonna go Kyurem. I don't think Meganium. I don't think Meganium takes on this Garchomp very well. We could use Meganium against Bellibolt, though. That is the important thing to note. We can use Meganium against Bellibolt. We can go for that Trailblaze and then the Swords Dance. I'm going to be golden. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go for a Freeze Dry because I feel like they stay in here expecting us to overpredict. So they do withdraw Garchomp. They don't overpredict, which is unfortunate. And they go into Bellibolt. So Bellibolt's a decent one here because Bellibolt gives us a free switch into Meganium. And if we get Meganium to pop off, that'd be amazing. So we get some damage off on this thing. They get the Electromorphosis. They're probably going to go for something, I don't know, switch out into the Lucario maybe. That's a potential one, a potential switch. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go Meganium because it is a good switch into Bellibolt. It resists the Chilling Water, resists the Muddy Water, resists the Parabolic Charge, Volt Switch, whatever it wants to go for. So there we go, withdrawing Kyurem because we don't want to face up Bellibolt. I feel like they switch into Lucario here though, or Volt Switch or something. So we'll bring Meganium in anyway. They go for a Discharge. Now hopefully they don't get a Paralysis, that'd be unfortunate. They don't get the Paralysis, which is great. So I'm going to go for a Trailblaze now. Trailblaze comes through. Bellibolt does not go down, of course, but we do get that charge on it, which is unfortunate. As now they go for a Parabolic Charge, which is going to do more damage than it did before because of a critical hit, which is unfortunate, but we've got the Trailblaze off now. It's time to see what Meganium is made of. So what I could do here is I could go for a Terra Ground, Swords Dance. I think I will. I think I'm going to do a Terra Ground Swords Dance because another Parabolic Charge is going to take us out. So I'm going to Terastallize into a Ground type to be immune to that Parabolic Charge or the Discharge. Just to see how it plays out for us. And we go for a Swords Dance as well. So we're going to outspeed everything on the team. We are going to get some damage off on something. But Lucario is obviously in the back there with the extreme speed of the Bullet Punch. So it's definitely going to finish us off. So that's unfortunate. Unless they can't finish us off. I don't know. It depends what they go for. They go for Discharge though, which is great. So Discharge is great. We like Discharge right now. So I'm going to go for a Petal Blizzard. Because I know Petal Blizzard will do a lot of damage to the Bellibolt. It'll also hurt the Azelf if they decide to switch in the Azelf, expecting an Earthquake. So we go for a Petal Blizzard. That's definitely going to take out Bellibolt. So Meganium actually got a pretty awesome buff this game in Trailblaze and Terrestrialization, of course. Which is pretty awesome for it. It gets to have some sweeping capabilities. But Lucario does come in right now. And I guarantee this Lucario is Terra Normal Extreme Speed right now. If it's Bullet Punch, Meganium might live. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake. They go for an Extreme Speed. We don't live that, unfortunately, as Meganium does go down. So Meganium got to do something this game. But unfortunately, not too much. I should have probably realized, oh, hey, Lucario's in the back there. Maybe we should save this self until we got rid of the Lucario. But if you think about it, Lucario is now in a prime position to be taken out by something else. Which is good, right? Very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in Magmortar. And the reason I'm bringing Magmortar in is because A, Fireless hits everything incredibly hard except for the Garchomp. B, we can go for a Scorching Sands if we really want to. Scorching Sands will hurt everything. The Gengar's super effective against Gengar. It might burn the Garchomp. So I'm going to go for a Scorching Sands. They do withdraw the Lucario. Are they going to go Garchomp? Probably Garchomp, right? Garchomp comes in. If we can get the burn with Scorching Sands, that'd be absolutely amazing. So let's go for that Scorching Sands. There we go. You actually didn't know we got that now, did you? No burn, though. No burn. No burn, which means Earthquake is coming our way. We've got to sack off Swampert at this point. But Swampert did so well this game. It's been flip turning on everything. It's been Earthquake and everything. You know, it's been doing really well. It's been doing really well. But unfortunately, it might be time to sack it off. So let's look at the rest of the team. Azelf can hit us pretty badly. Garchomp, Lucario. Yeah. We definitely sack off Swampert at this point. So bringing in the Swampert once again. There we go. In comes Swampert, who is unfortunately going to go down to an Earthquake right now, I can just tell. Stealth Rocks. Okay, so we could have stayed in and gone for another Scorching Sands, but it's fine. We can handle this, no problem. So because they got the Stealth Rocks up, Magmortar's going to take a bit of damage. I am going to go for the Ice Punch here just in case they don't KO us, but they do go for an Earthquake. They might have gone for a Dragon Tail for all I knew. I don't know whether they, you know, sometimes Garchomp doesn't even have Earthquake on it. Sometimes it's all out, just like Dragon Tail, Stealth Rock Spikes, and something else. But in this instance, it's not. So the Stealth Rocks are going to hurt, that's for sure. Kyurem is our only option really here. Kyurem is our only option, so I'm going to go into Kyurem. Definitely going to go into Kyurem. So they have to switch out Garchomp here. Garchomp is pretty good against our team right now because we have the likes of Magmortar and Galarian Slowking, so I think they keep it around. So what I'm going to do is, because we know their Dragon Stab is probably going to be Dragon Tail right now, I want to predict the Lucario switch and go for an Earth Power, but they might sack Azelf off. So I'm thinking of dropping a Draco just to get that damage on the Lucario. I am thinking about it. Let's drop a Draco just to be safe. Let's drop a Draco just to be safe. That way I'll KO the Garchomp and everything else that comes in except from the Lucario. So we go for a Draco. They do stay in. I kind of figured they would stay in, but at the same time I was like, Garchomp's kind of a good answer to Magmortar, so I didn't know whether they would keep it around or not. But I guess not, as we get a Draco off. This gives them a free switch into Lucario, though, who can definitely do some serious damage to our Kyurem. In comes the Azelf. So Azelf is an interesting one here. So if I'm going to do anything with this Kyurem, it's taking out this Azelf, right? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. But I do, but I don't. I think Kyurem could actually be the MVP this game. Because, like, thinking about it, it's took out the Garchomp. It did a lot of damage to the Bellibolt. And it could take out the rest of their team. It really could. So I'm going to go into Slowking. I'm going to go Slowking because Slowking can take any special attack from this Azelf really easily. I don't think they'll go for a knockoff here. I think they go for the KO with either a Fire Blast. A Fire Blast wouldn't have KO'd. Or a Sphere or a Focus Blast or something like that. Just to see what they're going to do though. We'll find out in a second. They go for a Psychic. That's going to sting a little bit. But no, Slowking can definitely take it like a champ. There we go. It's taking it like a champ. Like an absolute champ Slowqueen does. Slowqueen, the Drip Queen. So anyway, let's go for a Chilly Reception. Get on out of there. Chilly Reception is definitely a good move to go for. I guess we could go for a Future Sight, but I really think they switch out here. So they go for another Psychic, which is fair enough. They're going to get some damage off on our Slowqueen. We go ahead and tell a chillingly bad joke. And then the best thing we can do now is go back into Kyurem. We've now got a defense boost on Kyurem as well, which is pretty crazy. And we've got Blizzard to hit 100% accuracy in the snow. So we're going to go straight into that. Straight into that Kyurem right there. We are going to take some Stealth Rock damage, but thanks to the defense boost from the snow, I'm pretty confident that we can take on the Lucario one-on-one. I think even if they had Bullet Punch, it wouldn't quite KO the Kyurem from this this angle. So we're going to go for a Blizzard. Blizzard will definitely take this thing out. There we go. Blizzard comes through. Down goes the Azelf. And now we've just got Gengar and Lucario. And I say just, but, you know, they are pretty solid Pokemon to choose from. That's for sure. Lucario comes in. So Lucario can definitely take us out if they really want to. I think what I do here, I think the correct play to go for here is going to be the Slowking. They may go for a Swords Dance here. I think I'm better off going for a Blizzard with Kyurem here, just to stop them from Swords Dancing. Just because I'm pretty sure Blizzard 2-hit KOs from here. It does 2-hit KO. They go for Meteor Mash though, which is fine. Takes us out as Kyurem does go down. But Kyurem did really well this game. Got a couple of KOs here and there. Garchomp obviously was a new one, but Azelf as well. We managed to utilize the snow a little bit. Now we get a free switch in with Magmortar. Magmortar's a great Pokemon for this instance. But also at the same time, we could also go Slowking and go the Future Sight up. Future Sight would be really helpful. Future Sight would be really helpful. Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we do it? Do it? I'm thinking we do. I'm thinking we do purely because I just think we do. I just think this is the way to go. I think Future Sight is the way to go. I really do. So I'm going to go for a Future Sight because they've got Gengar in the back and they've got this thing. Both go down to Future Sight. They go for a Meteor Mash. It's going to sting. We live with 9 HP. They lose some HP from their Life Orb. We go for a Future Sight. Now we've got insurance. We've got insurance. If the Magmortar goes down... No, if the Magmortar cannot KO the Gengar, but we can live a hit, then we're good. I'm going to go for a Chilly Reception here. I'm definitely going to go for a Chilly Reception. They go for a Close Combat, which is fine. It's going to take us down. No problem. Chilly Reception was just in case they Swords Dance, but they haven't luckily Swords Dance. They've got Close Combat, Meteor Mash, Extreme Speed, and they probably do have Swords Dance or Bullet Punch. So now that they are low on HP, Snow is going to stop. I'm pretty sure this is okay. So we're going to go Magmortar. This actually might be really close. This might be really close. This might be really close right now. It really might be close. So I'm going to go for the Scorching Sands because it's more accurate and it's super effective. So they go for a Close Combat. It's going to sting. Actually takes us out fully as down goes Magmortar. Down goes Magmortar, but the Future Sight should hit. We lose, so it doesn't matter. Future Sight would hit. So anyway, that was bad. I probably should have kept the Kyurem around. But either way, mistakes were made. But very well played by my opponent. That was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that one. But anyway, here is the team. Use the code at the top right corner of the screen to try it out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.